Greetings, YouTube fans, and Dave65 here, getting ready to give you my review of Bleach Chapter 522. We begin as a woman is talking to someone in the dark room. We all assume that it's Nimatsu Oetsu of the Zero Division, and also the next person that helped her with their training, with Ichigo and Renji, of course. As Ichigo and Renji descend to the next palace, Kon, as comic relief, is used as their cushioning once more. Ha! Looks like this will happen 2 more times, because they have 2 more houses to go to. So cone's probably gonna be more used, like, next palace, next palace, yeah. Cone even stated that he wanted to stay with Hikifune. I would too if I was him. Alright, moving on. They are stunned by lights and a loud stereo that plays music. Oetsu makes his appearance and kind of looks like Jimi Hendrix. If you know who that is, look him up. He looks almost like him. And also how his Tori looks like one of those old jackets without the sleeves. You know, people used to wear them back then. He is also the Zero Division member that created Zanpakuto, as stated by Hikifune. We next cut over to how he greets them, talking more about Killer B, but not much rapping, but talking with old school type like yo-yo and such. We are also greeted by women, and boy is Kon in heaven right now. But then after a little bit of humor, the real training starts. After the woman shows up from the beginning of the chapter, states that that Master's not really going to take it seriously unless they're in this area. So she takes him to the real Phoenix Palace, which is basically an abandoned shaft in the middle of nowhere. Koma is very upset about this and rather stay in fake Phoenix Palace instead. Oetsu agrees with him. As Ichigo and Renji continue to walk, they find themselves falling into a hole. Oetsu states that those women and the others saw those women that Ichigo and the others saw were actually Zanpakuto, and none of them realized that, not even Ichigo, much to Oetsu's surprise, and told Ichigo and Renji that they don't have love or treat their Zanpakutos. And then he shows them a broken Zangetsu and Zanmaru and proceeds to break them against each other. And states that since they don't love their Zanpakutos, they can easily break, much to Ichigo and Renji's look and horror. And he tells them that the only way they can fight, the only way they can get their Zanpakutos fixed or repaired, is to fight these Zanpakutos that are really enraged. And the chapter ends off with him basically smiling, and Ichigo and Renji are pretty much pissed at this point. The chapter was very okay, but there was a lot. It was okay. It was okay chapter. That's all I can say. Hopefully we can get more backstory on our Zero Division member and more explanation on how he created Zanpakuto. Like how did he use the material to fix them? Like, were the Zanpakutos already in human form, but he just found a way for them to enact a sword form, or what was it? And this also kind of confuses many readers, because we all know that Yamamoto is, was the oldest Shinigami, and was also the one that created the Zero Division. So how would it be possible for him to have a Zanpakuto all those years ago, and Oetsu being the creator of Zanpakutos is also around? Does that mean that Oetsu is actually older than Yamamoto, or what? We don't know. Tell me in the comments below and tell me what you guys think of the chapter. And make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and check me on my Twitter, Facebook, and add me on Google+. Just type up in Anthony Davis and you'll find me right there. Alright, my faithful YouTube followers, I will see you guys later. Peace, sayonara, and have a great day. I hope you guys have a good year too. Peace.